Chapter 5 Nutrition in Pregnancy. A healthy diet should be part of a daily life, whether pregnant or not. Nutrition plays an important role in pregnancy, and you need to remember the fetus is connected to you by the placenta and receives all its nutrients via the umbilical cord. If you have any specific dietary concerns based on factors such as religious or ethical beliefs, or medical issues such as allergies, please make an appointment to see your health professional prior to or as soon after conception as possible. They can then help you plan a healthy diet, tailored to your specific needs, or refer you to a dietitian if necessary. Above all, you need to follow a healthy diet, and your body needs extra vitamins and minerals, but there's no need to eat for two. It's advised that you eat an extra 350 to 500 calories, 1,470 to 2,090 kilojoules, during the second and third trimesters only. If your diet is lacking, it may affect the baby's development. Also, poor eating habits and excess weight gain puts you at a higher risk of gestational diabetes or birth complications. It's important that your baby gets a good supply of nutrients. The following should make up the basis of your healthy diet. A. Fruits and vegetables. There are vitamins, minerals, and fiber in fruits and vegetables that ensure healthy growth in your baby and aid digestion and prevent constipation in you. It's advised you eat at least 5 portions of fruit and vegetables a day. Leafy green vegetables, such as broccoli and kale, contain folate and vitamin B6. You should have been taking folic acid prior to pregnancy and up until week 12, and you may be taking antenatal vitamins that contain folic acid, folate. However, eating foods containing folate is a plus. Other fruit and veg that contain folate and vitamin B are citrus fruits, dried beans, and peas. Make sure you always wash fruits and vegetables carefully. If abroad, wash them using bottled or cooled boiled water, as the tap water may be contaminated. B. Protein. Needs to be part of your daily diet. Sources of protein include fish, meat, avoid liver, poultry, eggs, beans, pulses, and nuts. Choose lean meat and remove the skin for poultry when cooking, and try to use little or no oil when cooking. You need to make sure that all meat, fish, eggs, etc. are cooked thoroughly. If you can, eat at least 2 portions of fish a week. One should be an oily fish like mackerel. A section below will outline which meat to avoid. C. Carbohydrates, starchy foods. These are important for energy, certain vitamins, and fiber. They should make up a third of your diet and can help fill you up, and if you choose wisely, should not contain too many calories. These include bread, potatoes, breakfast cereal, pasta, oats, and rice. Swap refined white options for whole grain, high fiber options. D. Dairy foods. Milk, cheese, yogurt, etc. are important in pregnancy as they provide you and baby with calcium. Try to choose lower fat options. You still receive the required amount of calcium. If you don't eat dairy, you can substitute with soya drinks, etc. A following section will outline which cheeses to avoid in pregnancy. E. Iron. Legumes such as lentils, kidney beans, black beans, and chickpeas are a great source of iron. You and your baby use a lot of iron during pregnancy, and it's important to keep replenishing the supply. It's better to consume iron in food than to take iron supplements, as these can lead to constipation. Some foods, high in fat and sugar, should be consumed in moderation throughout your pregnancy, as they can lead to excess weight gain. This is not good for either you or your baby, as it can lead to pregnancy complications like gestational diabetes. These include, but are not limited to, oils, spreads, margarine or butter, chocolate, crisps, cake, biscuits, and desserts. No one is saying they should be completely banned, but they should be consumed less often and in small amounts. What foods should I avoid during pregnancy? It's recommended that you don't eat the following. A. Certain cheeses. Soft, pasteurized cheeses such as camembert and mozzarella. These can contain listeria, a bacteria that can harm your unborn baby. Stick to eating hard cheese varieties like cheddar or Edam. B. Cream and custard. You should avoid pre-prepared foods, such as bakery items with custard or cream used as an ingredient. Also, avoid ready-made supermarket custard. C. Hummus. It's best to avoid store-bought hummus and other pre-packaged chilled dips. They may contain bacteria that are harmful to your baby. Homemade hummus or dips are generally considered safe. Just ensure you store them in the fridge in an airtight container and use within a couple of days. D. Pâté. This too can contain listeria. Vegetable pâté isn't safe either. E. Raw or partially cooked eggs. Eggs can contain salmonella, which is a major cause of food poisoning. When pregnant, you should avoid any food that contains uncooked egg, e.g. homemade mayonnaise. You don't need to avoid eggs completely, as they're a great source of protein. Just make sure that both the yolk and the white are well cooked. F. Raw, cured, and undercooked meat. Raw, undercooked, or cured meats like ham and pepperoni increase the risk of food poisoning and parasitic infections and can affect your baby's development. You also need to be extra careful how you cook chicken, as it can contain salmonella and other bacteria. It should be well cooked all the way through. Be careful of smoked salmon, as it hasn't been through traditional cooking processes and can carry bacteria. It's a good idea to avoid this during pregnancy. G. Liver. Liver contains high levels of vitamin A, which in large quantities can harm your baby. You need to be careful with vitamin or mineral supplements during pregnancy. If you think you need supplements, discuss this with your GP. H. Some types of fish. Fish is a fantastic source of vitamins, minerals, and protein, and is also high in omega-3 fatty acids, which help your baby's nervous system develop. Most common types of fish are safe. However, some contain higher levels of mercury and other pollutants. If you have any doubts about whether a type of fish is safe to eat, please talk to your midwife or doctor or see a dietitian. I. Raw shellfish. Reduce the risk of food poisoning by not eating raw shellfish and making sure any shellfish you do eat is thoroughly cooked. J. Pre-prepared chilled meats and leftovers. Keep all cooked foods in the fridge and ensure you cook them at high temperatures to kill bacteria. The food should be piping hot right the way through. K. Caffeine. Drinking in excess of caffeine can lead to low birth weight, and it's also been linked to miscarriages. It's best to limit your intake of caffeine, or alternatively choose decaffeinated versions of your favorite hot drinks. Pregnant and breastfeeding women are advised to limit their caffeine intake to a maximum of 300 milligrams per day. This is roughly equivalent to 4 cups of plunger coffee, 6 cups of instant coffee, or 6 cups of tea, or 400 grams of plain chocolate. L. Sushi. It's best to avoid sushi made with raw fish while trying to conceive or pregnant. Raw fish can contain bacteria and viruses that are harmful to you and your baby. Stick to sushi made with cooked meat or vegetables.